right, this lab is going to go over, name that precipitate lab. So what we're going to do is first record our observations. I have here my aqueous solutions, which means that the ionic compound has been dissolved in water. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Na2CO3, and I go ahead and add 1 drop in each cell going down. Do the same thing with Na2SO4. Next I have NaOH. And then I have Na3PO4. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the chemicals going across. So I have lead 2 nitrate, now I have calcium chloride, not a full drop fell there, so I just add a little bit more. And the last one, AgNO3. No, it didn't quite fall in. There we go. Okay. Now it says remove the white sheet. So that's what I'm going to do is remove the white sheet and let the chemicals mix. So here you can see that I have reactions in all of these, and these, but these two do not have a reaction, and the reason why is because there's been no change in there. To let the chemicals react and then record observations about each precipitate. If a precipitate is formed, write PPT in the data table. Also include the color and any other descriptive term. Whether it's milky, grainy, cloudy, or gelatinous, you must also include the color and another descriptive term. If no precipitate forms, write NR. So for my reaction here, right, I'm definitely going to put PPT for all 3 here. And I'm going to fold my paper just so that you can see everything at once. And then here, the next column, I have a reaction, no reaction, no reaction. So here I'm going to write PPT, NR, NR. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and record that there are reactions in all these and all these. So PPT, 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 PPT. And remember, PPT, according to our pre-lab, means that a precipitate formed. So that is when a solid forms, and it's because 2 aqueous solutions have combined, right? But a solid forms, and you can see the solid sheet. So now I would definitely say that these are all white. All these are white, 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 but this one's yellow. So we're going to go ahead now and record the colors. No reaction for these. And then now the directions say that we need one other descriptive term. So milky, grainy, cloudy, or gelatinous. I want to help you with the first one, and then I'm going to let you do the others. Okay? So here, right, I can definitely say that this one is, I shake it a little so that we can see, right, if the particles are able to move on the inside. And like here, the particles aren't really moving. Like this one they are, but this one's not. You see that? So I would say that these two are gelatinous, right? Because they're almost like a gel. They're very, or they're thicker. They have a more viscosity compared to like this one. This one here, you could term technically cloudy. But then when I look closer at this one looks grainy, whereas this one still looks gelatinous, cloudy, grainy. So I'm going to help you with these. This one we said is gelatinous because it's like a gel staying together. This one's cloudy, and this one's grainy. So now what I want you to do is give me another descriptive term for this one. You don't need them for these. So let's see this one here. So I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see this one. So it's kind of staying together, right? So go ahead and record your observation, your third observation for Na2SO4 with lead 2 nitrate. And then now what you're going to do is record another term for these three. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you can see these. So I'm going to shake it a little so that you can see what they look like. Zoom in a little. So you can go ahead and give a third descriptive term for these three. If you need to see it again, I'm going to zoom in. And then now we're on the last column. So now we're looking at these three. And I want you to go ahead and add a third term. So you can kind of see how this one's kind of staying together. I can definitely see little grainy particles in that one. Okay, this one, it almost just looks like a film, like a cloud. All right. When it comes to these descriptive terms, right, what I'm looking for is, do you have three things or no reaction? No reaction just has one thing. So you should have, right, added another descriptive term here to these and to these. If you need to go back and look at the video, that's what you want to do. All right, so now what we're going to do is complete the back page of the lab. We're going to determine the chemical formulas of the newly formed compounds using the ionic charges. You'll combine the cations from the cells in bold and the anions that are in gray. You do not need to record the names of formulas of the ions that did not form. So for this part, we still need to have our data and our periodic tables. So we know that these two had no reaction. So I'm going to cross out these two cells because I don't have to figure those out. But it says to combine the cations from here and the anions from these cells. So I'm going to go ahead, right, and look at these metals, Pb, Ca, and Ag. So I know that Pb is name lead, and I have to figure out what the charge is. Well, I look at Pb, right? Here's Pb, but I know back here that lead can be Pb2 plus or Pb4 plus. So I got to figure out which one it is. So then I know that it is with nitrate. So here's nitrate, NO3, sorry. Nitrate is NO3, 1 minus. So it can't be this one, it has to be this one. So this is Pb2 plus, and the name is lead, Roman numeral 2. Now, this one is Ca, so I look for Ca. I know that Ca can only have one charge. Calcium is 2 plus. So it's Ca 2 plus, and the name is calcium. Here I have Ag, which is right here. I'm going to double check over here. Silver is Ag1 plus, has no Roman numeral, so it has to be silver, and then it's Ag1 plus. Now what I want to do is figure out the anion, so I'm going to look at the back of the periodic table. CO3 must be on this side because it's a negative ion. CO3 2 minus is carbonate. So it's CO3 2 minus, and it's called carbonate. This one here, the name is, well, I gotta look at what SO4 is. SO4 here is sulfate, SO4 2 minus. Over here, OH. Here is OH, hydroxide, OH 1 minus. And then here I have PO4. So look here, that's down here, phosphate, which is PO4 3 minus. Okay, so then what we're going to do is combine the cation from this side and the anion from here. So I'm going to combine the Pb2 plus and CO3 2 minus. I have to put the positive ion first. This one goes first every time, positive 1. So here I'm going to put the Ca first. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight the charge, the numeric part, rewrite everything. Pb, leave a little space, CO3, 2 plus, 2 minus, cancel. I cannot cross the 2's because then they wouldn't be in lowest terms. The name would be the name over here first, because cation goes first, lead, Roman numeral 2. This name here is carbonate. I want to do another one with you. Let's go with this one here. So I'm going to combine these two, right? I need the formula, so I'm going to put the positive ion first. So this one. With the anion, OH 1 minus. Highlight or circle the charge, the numeric part of the charge. So I rewrite these. Leave a little space. 2 plus 2 minus can't cancel or be reduced, so I cross those. 1 here, 2 here. Because there's more than one capital letter, I'm going to put parentheses there. Now, the name of this, right, would be the positive one first, so calcium, and then hydroxide. So calcium hydroxide. So what's left for you is to finish these cells. Okay? And then you want to turn this in Google Classroom.